All right. So for example 4 here, we're going to graph the log functions. So it says graph each of the following. It says y equals log base 2 of x. But we don't really have a parent table for log base 2 of x, do we? Can we make one? Of course we can, right? So we know that y is equal to log base 2 of x. If I change that to exponential form, my base is 2, my x is x, and my y is y. So if I change it to exponential form, I get b to the y equals x. And so I'm going to use that to help me build my table. The only problem is, what's in the exponent here? Y. So I'm going to do things a little different. I'm going to pick some y values, and I'm going to plug them in and solve for x. And guess what y values we're going to pick? How about -2 to +2? We could do -3 to +3, but this gives us enough. And remember, because it's a logarithm function, we're going to have an asymptote. What kind of an asymptote? Vertical asymptote. And where's it going to be at? X equals 0. Alright, so I'm going to start at the bottom of my table. When I plug it in, I have 2 squared, which is 4. And I have 2 to the first, which is, and I have 2 to the 0, which is, and 2 to the -1, which is 1 over 2 to the +1, right? Remember, the negative just makes the number go on bottom. And then 2 to the -2, which is, good, 1/4. And I don't know why I put the table there when they drew a table for me. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I did that. So, we know our table here. No, you don't have to rewrite it. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And don't forget that vertical asymptote at x equals 0, okay? Alright, so I'm going to draw that vertical asymptote in. Oh, that's wrong. And so there's my graph. So look at B. What's going to happen on B? Well, yeah, is that +2 inside with the x? No, so it means it's going to be a vertical shift, and so we're going to go up 2. So when I go to do my table here, is that going to affect my x or my y's? My y's. So let's take our previous table that we just made above, and let's add 2 to the y's.
So that mess with our vertical.
Well, okay, hold on. So it was what, 1? Alright, so we had -2 plus 2, -1 plus 2, 0 plus 2, 1 plus 2. Those are the order pairs you got? Okay. Now remember, we had that vertical asymptote, and the vertical asymptote was x equals, it was a 0. Remember, our asymptote's only affected if that variable's affected. Was our x's, did anything happen to our x's? No, so nothing's going to happen to that vertical asymptote either. And so let's graph that. And so, does your graph look like that? Did it appear to go up 2 like you told me it was going to? Yeah. All right, so what's going to happen on C? All right, you said it's going to go, because this is inside with the x, means it's going to have to go left or right. Since it's -3, we're going to go to the right 3. So is that going to affect the x or the y values? The x values, how? We're going to add 3 to them. All right, so my y values are going to stay the same. Remember, look back at the original one. And we're going to add 3 to all of our x values. What about our vertical asymptote? Yeah, it's also going to get added 3 because it's an x equals. So whatever we do to the x's, we're going to do to the vertical asymptote as well. And then let's graph it. And so from your parent table, does it appear to have moved to the right 3? Yes, it does.